Okay, so the best way to get into law school, ask someone that recently went through it, because I think a lot of things have changed. Even if people did it 20 years ago, they might know a lot about the overarching goal, but I do think things have changed. And I definitely wish that I would have, I think it helped me by knowing someone that had recently went through the process, because they saved me a lot of stepping stones and kind of said like, well, I use this or I use this to kind of allow you to dabble, but also give yourself more than enough time to get everything done. Like I think a lot of people try to rush
Mm,
it, and it is over a year long process for sure.
yeah. I
What
would
about, yeah.
say, oh, yeah. I think related. Hi, James Martin. Do you want to say hello to the people? Hello to our fans? Oh.
He's like, who is this?
I would say it's really good to know your why and take a lot of time to understand what the why is. It doesn't even have to be an all-encompassing why. I think I'm definitely one of those people who's like, I have so many interests regarding the law. Like I want to go and help so many people. Um, and then I was like, well, the why that they want to know about is focused, it is direct, and it's gonna get the job done for these essays. So now you're waving at me. You don't want to sit in the
The
picture?
essays for your law school applications. I think that's important when you say like your why too, because hey James, we're live on Facebook. We have like 7 people, a whole 7 people watching us. He's like,
Wow.
I think when you talk about the why, I think that also really matters into like what level of school you're going to apply to and like what do you need. So if you want to go big law and you want to, and you're for sure going for T14 and you don't care that you're going to be significantly into debt, then absolutely how you're going to plan for it is going to be significantly different than if you're wanting to go to maybe the best school in your state or a top 50 school. And do you want to do that and go on a full ride scholarship, or do you want to do that and maybe go to a T50 school at 50% versus maybe a school that's maybe in the top 100s that's like good for your area, but you could actually get a full ride there. And how much you invest in tutoring and for those resources that we talked about on your applications definitely is going to vary depending on what you're wanting to do. So I think that's also kind of why the why is important as well. Has your why changed at all, Jasmine?
No, I think so. So when I was writing my essays, I honestly was just panicky the whole time, and I was like, I just don't want to commit to anything. I'm so like,
I'm not going to tell you what kind
yeah,
of law I want to practice because I don't want you to hold me to it.
right. Because I was like, well, so I realized, I think as I've gone through it, I think I've gotten more clear on it and allowed myself to trust what I did like about my statement and what I didn't. So I knew somewhere in the bottom of like the murky foundation, I wanted to help kids. And I thought that was strictly within the sense of juvenile justice. But looking at like my resume and my experience and also like my research, I was like, I definitely do more with education and policy and all that good stuff. So then I kind of settled and was like, I want to do education, law, and policy. I think it's going to be great. But I think as I've gone on, I was like, okay, I'm still interested in juvenile justice. I'm still interested in criminal law. And I was like, wait, the school to prison pipeline is an issue that intersects with both. And you're going to like approach it at most of the schools that I applied to. Like they, in some way, shape, or form, through a clinic or through different professors, address this issue. And I can go and look at that there. So I think like I've allowed myself to come from like a broad, but still focused enough why for my statement and gotten really clear on, okay, like what is the goal here? I can be super, super specific and it's okay. And I think that's knowing that that's the plan for now, but it can always change. It can always
Right.
change.
So,
Who knows? Maybe I'm just going to be a corporate snake.
hey,
I
if you
don't
want
know.
to go to Big Law, there's nothing wrong with that. We do need people in Big Law, but it's not for all of us.
It's for
AKA,
people with
like
loans.
Jasmine and I as we're playing with Zoom.
I love it.
Do they allow these in Big Law?